Today we're going to look at sentence structure and then specifically fragments. So what is a complete sentence? A complete sentence is about someone or something, your subject, usually a noun, doing something, the verb. So Alana dances. While this is a short sentence, it is correct. Alana is a subject or the noun, and what is she doing? She is dancing or dances. So Alana dances, while short, is a complete sentence. Jace drives a delivery truck on Saturday. The subject is Jace, and what does Jace do? He drives a truck on Saturdays. Again, expressing complete thought with a subject and a verb. The next two have something in common. Lydia is an excellent athlete, and Will is happy. In both of these cases, is the verb, and sometimes people get tricked up on this, so don't let that fool you. Lydia is an excellent athlete. Who is subject? Lydia, and what is she? An excellent athlete. But to get there, it's the is, and Will is happy. In this case, happy would be an adjective describing Will, so is must be the verb. A sentence can have more than one subject, and in this case, we call these compound subjects. I remember compound subjects as being two or more by thinking of compound words. So, for example, the word fire truck is made up of the word fire and truck smushed together to make the word fire truck. Newspaper, news, and paper. So, Dylan and Elena painted their room. Dylan and Elena would be the compound subject. What did they do? They painted their room. Do Chase or Campbell want to come with us? The compound subject would be Chase or Campbell, and what's the verb? Want. So we can even get a little bit more specific than this by breaking it down into clauses, and there are two types of clauses, independent and dependent. Independent, I already know, means it can stand on its own. It doesn't mean anything else. So an independent clause, contains a subject and a verb and expresses a complete thought. So an independent clause is one sentence that can stand on its own. Dependent means you rely upon something else. So a dependent clause may contain a subject and the verb, but it doesn't express a complete thought. It needs something. So if I am financially independent, I can stand on my own. If I am financially dependent, then that means I need someone else's help. So here are some examples of independent clauses. Sarah likes to eat sugary treats. Alana is an equestrian, and Kendall played soccer yesterday. Now, all of these are very basic sentences, could take a lot more detail, and you could add more, but technically these are all complete thoughts because they have a subject, they have a verb, and they express a complete thought. As we move to dependent subject clauses, these are what we can call fragments. They may have a subject and they may have a verb, but they don't express a complete thought. It leaves the reader wanting to know more. After we finish the pizza, did we walk around the lake? Did we go and buy ice cream? Did we watch a movie? I'm not 100% sure what we did after we finished the pizza, but there is a subject, we, and there is a verb, finished. While you are waiting, did I go on my phone? Did I read a book? Did I complain about waiting? Again, there's a subject, you, and then there's a verb, but it's not a complete thought. And then last but not least, since we began this movie, did we finish the pizza? Did I argue and want to watch a different one? What did I do? So all of these sentences are fragments or dependent clauses because they don't express a complete thought. So here is a final thought on clauses. An independent clause can stand on its own as a complete and correct sentence. It might not be the most detailed sentence, but it's complete and it's correct. A dependent clause needs an independent clause to be a complete and correct sentence. A dependent clause cannot stand on its own. So a sentence can be made up of independent clauses bolded or independent and dependent italicized clauses. So down here I have some examples. Ambrose ate his slice of cake while he waited for Adrian. Ambrose ate his slice of cake, which is a bold, is an independent clause, meaning it's a complete thought. While he waited for Adrian, italicized, is not a complete thought. It needs something to supplement it. Ethan likes Samoas even though he hates coconut. Ethan likes Samoas is a total complete thought. It is independent, and even though he hates coconut is not. So these are a few examples now I have. So what you can do is you can pause the video and do these 5 and then do these 6. So I hope this helps and makes sense and helps you figure out the difference between fragments and complete thoughts, or independent sentences, independent clauses, and dependent clauses.